Okay, welcome guys. We are somewhere in Bushenyi. I have some very interesting guests here. I have Kahaya on my left, and I have Rose on my right. Is it? This is the right, yeah?
Yeah.
And these guys are very special to me. They probably don't know it, but they are special to me because I met him 2004? 2014, yes. That's almost 9 years now, right? And I met her 2019. We've worked together, in creating content. And today we're obviously going to talk a little bit about, their background and, how they actually got into content creation. And we'll obviously get, a little personal on how does a content creator handle wellness? Like how important is health and wellness to them? So like you said earlier, ladies first. Rose, please introduce yourself.
My name is Assimwe Rosette. I'm born in Kabali. Yeah, basically I'm a businesswoman, an actress, and a writer. I love acting. I love being on camera, generally, yeah.
Nice to meet you and nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Thank you.
And I have my friend here, Mr. Kahaya.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name's called Dan Kahaya. I'm from Tungamo. And I'm in Mbarara, resident of Mbarara currently. I'm into content creation. I think I've known you for some time. And we are not known for any other thing apart from content.
Right.
Though other things have come up, at least know each other about content.
Maybe you need to talk a little bit about where you are now. Like what are you doing right now? There's some interesting things you're doing right now.
My background is content. Those who have known me from childhood. Apart from that, I have other things where I am. I'm into teaching. I lecture somewhere, but I prefer calling myself a teacher by calling.
By calling, elaborate.
Like I'm a passionate teacher.
Right.
Every time I know something I want to share.
Right.
I'm also into hospitality, hotel management.
Madam Rose, you know you're the lady here, so we have even to speak in a very low tone. So what are you actually doing right now?
Right now what I'm doing, I'm helping people, I call it counseling, those who are depressed, they have given up, they are really passing through a road, as the world is changing these days. People are passing through a road in their corner. You just see smiles on their faces, but they are actually dying inside themselves. Take an example where relationships are no longer considered so much, where many breakups and
single parents.
Yeah. Single parents. Many people lost their businesses due to the COVID stuff. So we get many challenges where people lack guidance and someone to share with. People have fear, to say what they are going through because they fear maybe when I tell this and this, they are going to go outside and tell the public.
Talk about my situation.
Yeah. So you find people are dying with so many stuff inside their heart. But when you come as a divine counselor and you're trying to counsel those people, girls and boys, men, talk about marriage, it's huge.
It's a lot, yeah. How is it important in the process of creating content? Basically, how are the two related? Because I believe they are strongly related, and a lot of people don't actually realize that.
As a content creator, it helps me it's like now I'm coming to a practical side, like doing or elaborating what people are passing through. Take an example like the situation we are in now. People are depressed about working, they have lost businesses. So she's home marriage is about to break just because maybe she was putting something on the table as well as the husband. They were co-parenting, I say maybe co-parenting, but right now she's maybe not working, or the man is not working, the wife is working, and there is a life they had known with,
used to.
yes, they were used to, and right now it is not making up. So you find where a man is losing his power as a man in a home. So sometimes
it's not. You're saying a man is losing
his power as a man
in terms of provision for the family.
Yes, and the woman is also stressed. So you find where you have to counsel a woman, know that it can actually happen. He's still a man in the house. Like, you don't have to act as a man.
Yeah, you don't have to undermine him. And
yeah, just because he has lost maybe a job. The same applies to men. That's when you come up with a content where you have to get something to connect to the problems you always share with my client.
So when you say content, you're actually talking of short stories, like inspirational messages. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and the same, like that man passing through a road. Of course, we have to teach him like how to meditate and
how to calm himself down.
Yes, how to calm himself down, and how to come up with something he can do, at least to not to be redundant at home, not to lose his value at home. Yeah, basically that's what I look up to.
Okay. She's saying that she's creating content that speaks to speaks to many people who are, having challenges, with depression, mental health issues, and, that are stressed basically. And would you say the same thing for yourself as a content creator? Like, do you use content creation in your line of work right now?
No, content can be two sides. There is the content you create, and it depresses others.
That's very true. That is so true. Give me an example of content that actually depresses. I need to know that. Wouldn't you want to know content that depresses?
We have watched many motivational speakers. They will talk about things and you feel you are useless.
Right. Right.
They are saying before you reach 40, you must have done this. But you are
43?
You are 43. You are not seeing what the guy is saying. There is no other way. They are talking about those particular group of people who have bypassed that. And you see, this world, it's a journey. And this journey, everybody has his stop, right, where they are stopping. So you find some of the people are starting their journey at 50.
Wow.
True, very true, very true.
I've heard, when you read books, you have heard about people who have started their journey at 60.
Right.
You have heard of that gentleman of KFC? Yes. I think it's the most popular story when they are encouraging people who are still pushing. And in content creation, we are living in a community which is not structured. There are no structures that groom people. So by the time you come up as a content creator yourself,
by the time you're established as a content creator, because you're not making money in the beginning, you're doing it for the love, and then
you're not making money, you're trying to do a job to support the content creation.
You're hustling.
You are hustling, and the community is looking at you as a failure because they have not seen.
I'm not a failure though.
Yeah, of course they will always accept you when you make it. When you don't make it, you're a failure, and you reach that stage where the motivational speakers are always tackling.
Yeah.
And
so you are saying then that you can create content. To understand what you mean by content creation, content that depresses, you're saying that you could create content that whoever is watching, like when they consume that content, they look at themselves as a failure. But the intention of the content is to actually motivate them. So it actually does them a disservice in terms of, you know, they kind of, you know, raise the expectations, you know, for the consumer of the content. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That most people who make content should also be cautious. Think about the other side.
Right.
Not everybody passes through your stage.
Right.
When we are teaching about development, is what we call Rosto's stage of development. Then people are using it as a model to develop Africa. People criticize it because they normally think we must also take the stages they took to be developed.
Right.
But when you're giving examples of other places that have developed without passing through that, gives me confidence that I should not see myself as a failure if I have not made it like my brother.
Right. Our journeys are different.
Totally different.
Yes.
My young brother may make it at 25.
Right.
I may make it at 30. So
I mean, make it at 40, make it at 50.
But the intention of content is to inspire, not motivate. But going back to how I started, as you're trying to motivate others, you also end up becoming a victim of community expectation, like I said before. If you see me on any channel, you see me on TV, you hear about my name on radio, it's not my crime that's where I'm passing my information from.
Yeah, I understand
it's
that.
not a crime. But somebody expects you to be somehow special.
Be driving a Lamborghini.
Through that, people are getting your contacts and they're adding you into their groups where they need a contribution. It's of course not to pray for you. They are not.
They're not contributing for you. They want you to contribute because the assumption is that, you know, you have made it. You know, you're making money. You are, you know, you're well off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yet sometimes you're sacrificing to give them the message.
Well, you see.
And you know, the thing is, creating content is almost like a lifetime journey. It's like, you know, when you start creating content, you know, you start with a passion, and then, you know, the next stage will obviously be, okay, so I'm loving this. How can I, you know, make money from it? And then you try, and then you fail. You know, you try again, you fail, and then, you know, at some point after you've done it, like for example, I have been creating content since 2000. We're in 2023. But I can specifically tell you that most of my money has been made from actually doing business. As a content creator, like you do make money, but it's not really, it's not money that you can say, you know, can last you a month or
Then somebody will meet you on the road and ask you, why are you wasting time?
Exactly.
What are you doing with this? Sometimes it's hard to give an answer, but it is in you. You feel you must do it.
Right. So how do you
Me, I call it maybe like it's like you're sacrificing for the community because you didn't see that whatever the content you have, they need to see it.
I'm not sacrificing for any community, and I'm not sacrificing for anybody.
What are you doing then?
Yeah, whatever I do is for myself. I feel what is in me should get out.
Right.
Whoever
as an artist,
and,
as a
yes,
creative,
yes. What I feel, and that's how I want to express myself. If it helps you, take what you like about me. If you don't like it, please
ignore it.
Ignore, block, and let other people engage.
My question then is, how do you meet the expectations of the community? And you know, I'm not saying, you know, it's a must that you need to meet the expectations, but how do you balance between serving, you know, the society, you know, as a video content creator, and not getting lost into their expectations, you know, of you? Because like you said earlier, you are creating content and, you know, sharing this message and teaching. You are releasing also as an artist. So how do you balance and you make sure you're not lost in between?
You need to know yourself.
Right.
After university, I lost many interviews and people were not understanding me. But I said I will not change who I am. Finally, I know at one time I will get some few people who will understand me. So about the society expectations, I think the only thing I can tell people that yeah, I was groomed to respect the elders. So those are the only people I cannot face eye to eye and annoy. If they want to look for my content and they annoy themselves, it's okay.
Rose, how do you find that balance? Like I was asking him, how do you find that balance between you as a content creator and you as a divine counselor? Like how do you balance between serving your audience and also you staying true to yourself and not getting caught and kind of burnt out in the process of serving others and not taking care of yourself?
What I've learned with life, I've learned to respect gifts. Of course, I know like this is a gift also, creating content and maybe counseling people. It's a spiritual gift, so I do that, and when the time is done for that, I go into other things. Like I like enjoying myself, I like going out, I like dancing. So
you have time for service, but then you also have time for yourself.
Yeah, for my own good.
Yes. I think that's very crucial because, when you serve and you don't take care of yourself, you either...
you get locked in there.
Yes. Mentally also, there's that burnout that we always get, like you're creating content and, you are focusing on other people's problems.
Yeah,
and,
you see,
you also have problems as a person.
It's like when you see, like, when you got the Bali, people are crying. You find yourself actually crying. So sometimes we listen to their problems and you find you're wearing their shoes.
Exactly.
So what I do after, I just put off the shoes, wear my own shoes.
Right. That takes a lot of work to put on, to enter their shoes and step out of them, right?
Yes. So that's what I do. I've met so many people in a short period of time who are depressed, me after overcoming it. So I think it's connection.
Depression is real, yes. We have faced it. Myself, when I'm depressed, I had it very differently. Sometimes I just go into a particular village, meet some people.
Like Kabale?
No, not Kabale. Kabale is far. But I go to particular villages or those hobbies of mine. There are those who understood me. Right. When I feel depressed, I just give them a call. Are you in the village? And I don't call those in town.
They are the ones that stress you.
But I think actually, like his point going to the village is, it is not good. Recently I was telling my friend, I was like, I feel I'm not feeling good. Maybe I go back to the village. And she said, even mad people don't go to the village. They keep in town. So
who are you?
Who are you to go into village?
Right. Not going to village as going to live there.
But to visit, basically.
Like there is a time you want to go in an environment where there is no pressure.
Right.
And you want to first calm down the pressure. You need those people who believe in you, believed in you, and they know you can make it again.
And they also
have your name.
Yes, they have different mindsets also, because the mindset in the city is a bit different from mindset in the city.
That's how I do it.
Correct.
And I'm ever free, smiling because of that.
Super. Now, okay, guys, I was having a conversation here with the famous Kahaya and the famous Rose content creators. My last question to you would be, what's your philosophy? In 3 words, give me your philosophy.
Love.
Right.
That is number 1. Love God. Pray. Worship Him. Have life at its best.
Enjoy.
No limitation.
Right.
Yes.
Super. Great. Kahaya, 3 words that define your philosophy.
There's trust, honest, and faith.
So thank you guys again. See you next time. Mami, thank you so much for showing up. Kahaya, thank you very much for showing up. See you next time, guys.